Hello everyone, this is Zhou. It's my pleasure to guide you through the comprehensive review session for our web development course. Over the past weeks, we've delved deep into the world of web development, exploring many concepts. Today, I will be consolidating our learnings, drawings, connections, and providing a holistic view of our journey so far. Um, let's start with drawing a mental map. At the heart of our exploration is the web development, which is the universe where our digital constructors reside. Orbiting around it are two pivotal components, which is the building blocks and the diverse architectures we've adopted to breathe life into our web applications. Now let's talk about different ways we can set up our website, which we call architectures. The first one is like a simple unchanging picture on the internet known as client side static architecture. We create using CSS, HTML, and ES6. The ES6 is kind of JavaScript, which under ES6 standard for interactive parts. The HTML is for the content. CSS is for the design. We host this client-side static architecture using HTTP server. As we spiral further, we uncovered the client-side rendering. And the more complex three-tier architecture. Here our building blocks integrate with Node, which is a powerful environment extending the capabilities of ES6 JavaScript beyond the confines of the browser, introducing us to server-side scripting. In this setup, we also use the Express, a simple tool that works with Node. It helps us manage the information going between the user and the server. Also, we have learned a database called MongoDB. which is a database allowing us to store data in a format that is easy to retrieve and to operate. Let's go back to our building blocks, which are the fundamental elements, the DNA of our web realm, comprising CSS, HTML, and ES6. They help us create the structure, the look, and the functionality of our space on the internet. In the CSS, so far we have learned the CSS rule, which has a selector and also the body. If we want to select a class, we use dot and the class name, and if we want to select an ID, we use the hashtag plus the ID. And also in CSS we have learned the positioning. For example, we have the relative position, absolute position, and also fixed position, and so on. Also, we have learned a box model, which is essentially a box that wraps around every HTML element. It consists of the margins and the border, the padding, also the contents. And in HTTP, in the HTML, we have learned the HTTP method. We have get, post, delete, and also put. Also, there's another thing called DOM, which we can using the ES6 to access that by using an API called document. And also the HTTP elements, also called the tags. We have learned a lot of tags. For example, the div. In the opening tag, we can add some attributes here, and for example, the class and ID and so on. And also we need a close tag, and between the opening and close tag, we have the body here, which is the context you want to show. And let's go with the ES6. The ES6, we have learned how to create a function. There are 3 different ways to create a function. The first one is a function declaration. It's, for example, we use a function and give a function name like add5, and in the braces it's a parameter, and we return a plus 5. And the second one is a function expression. For example, we use a const called add5 and equal to function and a parameter. Return a plus 5. The third one is the arrow function. The arrow function is like, for example, we assign a const called add5 and equal to a parameter and an arrow following, and here we return a plus 5. Also, we've learned a asynchronous function. We can create a synchronous function using a sync function, and it's the function name and the parameter and in the function there's a wait keyword. The keyword is permitted within the function body, enabling asynchronous. Also, we've learned the variable scope. Also, we learned the variable hoisting. Also we learned the document API. Okay, here's all of things we learned so far in this course, and now I will go deep dive into the Node and the Express. As we delved deeper into the intricacies of web development, we come across 2 instrumental components, Node and Express. Let's unravel these layers for a better understanding. The node stands as a revolutionary force in web development landscape. Before Node.js, JavaScript was confined to the browser. However, Node.js empowers developers to run JavaScript on the server side, extending its capabilities across the backend. This expansion has not only streamlined full-stack development but also broadened the horizon for JavaScript developers. Now, the Express.js is a framework that brings structure and organization to Node.js applications. It simplifies server creation, request handling, and sent responses back to the client. Express acts as a mediator between the server and the routes, ensuring each request reaches its destination and each response finds its way back. Together, the Node and Express form a robust foundation for backend development, combining efficiency and simplicity. Next, I will do a live coding demonstration. Okay, let's transition these concepts into a tangible application by setting up a basic Express server. I will explain each line of code to ensure the thorough understanding. Firstly, let's create a folder. I called it example, and I open it in VS Code, and let's create a folder called Express example, and in this we cd the Express example to navigate it. And firstly, we need to initialize it using npm init, and here we get a package.json, and also we need to install the packages like the Node Express. Also, we need NodeMon. Okay, let's create a file called index.js file here, and in this file we will show you how to set up a basic Express server. Okay, let's start with importing Express. We use import Express from Express, and here we importing the Express framework into our application. And then I will initialize an app. I initialize a new Express application by calling the Express function, and this instance app becomes our gateway to using Express method. And then I will setting up a basic route. This function this code we're telling the Express how to handle HTTP GET request to our server's root URL. The app get method specifies the type of the request. It's a GET request. The first argument is the path. Here the path is the root, and the second is a callback function. Here, callback function defining what happens when the route is accessed. The request stands for the request object. The res is the response object. Inside the callback function, the res.send sends a string, string to the client. Next, let's starting the server. Okay, finally we are starting the server. The app listening. The app listen tells us server to start listening for incoming requests on specified port. The port is 3000 in this case. The second argument is a callback function that executes once the server is running and ready to receive request. Let's save the file and let's try to start it. I can start. Okay, we need to add start to our package.json. index.js. Let's try again. Okay. Since we are using ES6, we need to add the type here to tell it we are using the ES6, not the common JS. So we add the module here now, and we can see it's successfully running the server on the local host 3000. Let's go to this link. Yeah, we did it. Here we can see we send a hello world, the string, to the browser. So this code although minimal, encapsulates the essence of Node and Express application. It's a testament to the efficiency and simplicity that these technologies bring to web development. By grasping these fundamentals, you pave the way towards more complex and powerful web applications. So the web development is much like constructing a building. The client-side tools are your bricks, the cement and the paint, while the server-side tools are the architectural plans and the plumbing and the electrical wiring. Both are essential, and both need to work in harmony to create a structure that's both beautiful and functional. In conclusion, the web development is a vast field, but by breaking it down, understanding each component and see how they interconnected, we can master it. Every big complication starts with a single line of code. Keep building, keep exploring, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. So that's all of my review session of CS5610 Web Development. Thank you.